Good evening, everybody. My name is Red Hawk Perkins. I am the Miko of Black Wolf Society. It is an indigenous society of all human beings because we're all indigenous from somewheres. Remember, we're many cultures, but we're one race. We're the human beings. We're family. No matter what skin tone means nothing. We're all the same. And we're here tonight, pass on this good time, and we have two, three, one another medicine lady. She's somewhere is running around. There she is. So we're all going to introduce ourselves. Black Wolf to me, I started in 1968 when my elders told me to go through my manhood. And when I came back, they emancipated me and told me to go learn human beings. So I would work 6 months out of the year and then go travel 6 months. And it started, I was loading my van, and the elders said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going out to learn humans." They said, "No, with the shoes your mama gave you." They meant do it the old way, the natural way, and go learn. And I've been doing that my whole life. And right now, Black Wolf Society has 9 chapters. And you have 3 chapters right here. You have one in Slide Out, you have 2 in Slide Out, and one in Covington, and mine. So that makes 5, really. So, and it's been such a great blessing doing what we do here because we invite everyone into our society to show love, to show kindness, to care. No matter how down you are, someone else in this world is a little bit worse off. So it's always good to just give a little cheer, a good morning. Would you like a cup of coffee? And I've done this, like I said, my whole life. I've loved every minute of it, and I will not stop. And what we're doing here tonight is gathering. This is family. All of y'all are related to each other. In fact, on the 10th, which is next Sunday, we're having circle at Heritage Park again. Yeah, the 20th. We're having circle at Heritage Park. We have them once a month. It'll be at 11 a.m. Y'all ought to come out and join. It's people coming as human beings together. Nobody speaks anything but human talk. Nobody's nobody forces their words on another human. When we do speak to our creators, when you're getting blessed, we do it silently to respect one another. So what I have to say tonight is thank y'all for coming out. We hope y'all appreciate it. And I'm gonna let my wife take over now. Sonny.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. There are 3 things that I can think of that I love. Louisiana and her people and her culture, utilizing the force of love as a power and coming together as connected peoples to change the vibration of the earth for the better. And I was skipping along in life, loving those things. And even before I met Red Hawk, I could feel that there was a connection between us. I could sense that certain people were in my circle, and it felt like a wolf pack. But I also thought I was maybe going a little crazy. But when he asked me to be the mother of it, I absolutely had to say yes. It is fulfilling what I knew I was supposed to be. And I am so grateful for your presence. Surely you will be blessed forward with much magic. Thank you for being here. I couldn't have pulled off any of this without my Sunny Robichaux. I'm not quite where she is. Of course, when it's time for her to speak, I don't see her. She put this thing together. I would sit back and receive her messages and think, do you sleep? She would say, I love being alive and naked in my own computer, in my own house. And I would say, I love this girl so much. She put together a great event. Sunny, if you would like to come up here and tell everyone what you have planned for us this evening, I would love that.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out and joining us as Black Wolf Society and Sky Hardison with the Dreamers program for her upcoming film that we're going to get a peek of this evening.
That's Sky back there.
See this beautiful creature back here at the bar? Does everybody know Sky? She is the Vanna White of our event. We love you, Sky. Thank you for being the catalyst that brought all of this together and all of these amazing people together for a celebration like we haven't seen, since February? So thank you so very much. I am going to ask Katie to say one or two brief things about her beautiful experience with Black Wolf Society, and then I will ask these lovely elders of mine to exit the stage and have Miss Aya Black Wolf come forward and talk to us briefly. We're going to do a Q&A about spirituality and how we can use breath work to bring it back into our daily life. And then we are going to have some film and celebration of music.
Hello, I'm Katie. It's wonderful to see you all here. We are so excited to be able to share these things with you. This evening has been magical already. I have been a part of the Black Wolf Society now for 3 years or so. When Sunny brought Red Hawk into her life, I was immediately greeted with food and love, and it was absolutely perfectly easy. It just fit right in to my heart, and I'm so grateful to have been accepted into this family. And Sunny has shared every moment and adventure with me and has never left me wondering who I am or where I'm supposed to be.
That's supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah, it is absolutely a good thing.
I set you straight.
Every day. Again, we're super excited to have you all here and share this magical experience with all of you. So thank you so much for coming out.
Good evening. I feel so blessed to be invited here to support Sunny and Red Hawk. We met just a few years ago upon my arrival to Louisiana from the East Coast, and Sunny and I gravitated towards each other for some magical reason, and it took a couple of years for us to finally connect. And of course, it helped that my last name was Black Wolf. So this immediate adoption took place. And I don't see each other very often, but we communicate on this divine level. And I see all of this work happening down this way and know that this ascension is happening. And again, I'm just so glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. know everyone knows that there is something or feels that there's something, but people put so many different names to it. So, in regards to spirituality, how do you connect on a non-denominational foundation with your clients and the people you meet in your day-to-day?
Well, first we start with some compassion. We know that on every level, people are seeking, whether they know it or not. And we know that people are hurting for so many reasons. And so when we meet, when we step into that place, that divine circle together, we exude that kindness. We make eye contact. We really mean it when we ask, "How are you?" And then we allow others to take the lead in offering where they're at and really allow that little voice, that divine spark to lead you.
Thank you. So you have gotten the opportunity to walk around this beautiful space at Maison Lafitte and mingle with a whole bunch of amazing people. What has Spirit shared with you to share with the people here today?
Well, as we spoke about before this evening, bringing together our everyday life with our spiritual seeking. And you asked me to speak on that. And I know that everyone here has gravitated for one reason or another. And without knowing where everybody is coming from, we can only start from the ground up, right? So bringing together this divine life with our everyday life, when we are interacting with the world and all of our frustrations or running late for work and meeting people and relating with others that maybe we're not too excited about relating with, when we take a moment and breathe and bring ourselves into that connection of the breath, we know that there are physiological things happening when we breathe in that way. When we take a deep breath and we feel that breath go from the crown, the top of our head, into the body, down the spine, and into the ground, we feel that connection. And we know that we're part of something. We slow down. We sense a bit of gratitude even, which is really the crux of everything, is reminding ourselves to have gratitude for every moment, for every connection, even when things are hard, especially when things are hard. Yes, yes. And this amazing divine connection happens with the breath. And we know this through listening to lessons from Indigenous from all over the world. We know this from learning from aesthetics and mystics and yogis and every divine teacher, that it all comes to the breath. So when we take a moment and we pause, when life is hard, when you have that moment, when you're stuck in traffic, when your kids are driving you crazy, when things feel like they're falling apart, just know that that breath can connect you again to yourself, because that's really what the divine is, right? Ourselves. And know that you're loved. You're intrinsically loved. So just knowing that, it's easier to offer that love to others, right? And it goes both ways. There are times where we're having a hard time loving ourselves. So if we can love others in the way that we want to be loved, guess what happens? We begin to receive that love, because that boomerang effect, that law of attraction, the way that divine loves work, karma, whatever words that you're familiar with or comfortable with, it works. It works. And that's the thing is, right, is talking to people on wherever they're coming from. So remember that as practitioners, as healers, as seekers, even if you don't know that you're seeking. Take that deep breath. Breathe in that peace and that love and that connection, and exhale gratitude, even if you're not really feeling joy. And that's okay, right? We're sort of past that era of everything is love and light all the time. We know that things are really crappy sometimes, right? We know, but you know something? When we allow those moments to come, and we know that it is temporary, we know that it will pass. Even in the darkest hours, we can breathe and connect and love, even if we don't really know what we're loving.
I feel that on a very deep level.
Yes, I know you do.
Mhm. So, would you like to share another relaxation technique? I see you have your sound bowl here.
I do. I brought with me several different tools and felt guided to use my singing bowl. This bowl is a Tibetan singing bowl made of 7 different metals. This particular bowl has been with me for almost 20 years now. This bowl has gone around the country with me, kind of my right-hand bowl. And when I first started using this bowl was when I started my journey with Reiki and coaching about 20 years ago, and felt guided to use sound. Now, this was before I had a home computer, before I was in this little place in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, just feeling guided and loving myself. And who knew that sound healing was a thing? It's amazing when we listen, right? When we listen to our instincts about things and come to find out it's a shared experience. So that's another, I go into stories very easily.
I love stories. So
yeah.
It's real easy for me to sit and listen and nestle in.
So I'm going to play the bowl for you. And I would like for you to find a moment of allowance. Allow yourselves to receive the vibration, the sound, and notice the sensations in your body, your thoughts or your lack of thoughts. Just allow yourself to surrender in the moment. And when the bowl stops, I will guide you in a short meditation that may or may not have a lot of words, completely channeled. I ask for divine guidance from Mother, Father, God, Creator, Source. Aho, blessed be, Om Shanti. And we take a moment to connect. We ask permission from the ancestors to step into this space. We ask for their guidance. We thank them for their presence. Aho. Bring both feet to the floor if you can. And sit with a straight spine. And taking a full breath, filling the lungs and the belly. exhaling fully. Bringing the breath to the top of the head. Relaxing every little muscle across the scalp. And a full breath, filling the belly and the lungs. Bringing the breath down the spine and into the legs and feet. Bringing the breath to the face, all of the little muscles in the cheeks, in the forehead. Relaxing the jaw, the roof, the tongue is released from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing the tongue. We bring the breath down to the chest, relaxing the chest and the back, and the arms feel soft. The hands are soft. Full breath, filling the belly and the lungs, and release. Soft belly, and our hips relax. Our pelvis relaxes. Full breath. And exhale all the way down in through the hips, into the knees, all the way to the floor. Imagine that you have roots leaving your body, extending into the earth. These roots may look like tree roots. They may look like water. They may have color or translucent. This is your practice. See your roots extending into the earth and out in every direction. Feeling grounded and held, knowing that you're loved. And deep breath, filling the lungs and the belly, and surrendering into the moment, noticing the sensations in your relaxed body. Imagining yourself in a tender place, a place that feels sacred to you. You're seeing yourself in front of a path. This path may be full of sand or soil, tall grass, rocks. Notice what this path looks like. Look around and see the vegetation or the lack of vegetation, taking notice, and allow yourself to travel down this path, taking in the sounds and the smells, noticing how the ground feels beneath your feet. Deep breath and full exhale, continuing down your path. A clearing is ahead of you. And you come into this clearing and you take notice. There is a body of water on the other side of the clearing, and you bring yourself to this body of water. And you look below the surface of the water. You see stones beneath the water, and one stands out to you. You reach down into the water and you pick up this stone. And you hold the stone to your heart and you listen. Everything else falls away. But this stone. And when you open your eyes again with this stone in your hand, the stone is transformed. And you turn into the field and you release the stone, offering it back to the earth, or releasing it to the sky, taking notice of this stone's transformation, taking notice of how you're feeling in this moment. And the sky above you is clear blue and warm, and you begin your journey back onto the path from where you came, noticing any changes on the path on your way back. And as you come to the beginning, back again, you take a deep breath, filling the belly and the lungs. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and you begin to notice the air in this room again. You bring yourself back fully into your body, fully into the space, and allow yourself to breathe. Blessings. You're most welcome.
Can we have a round of applause for Black Wolf Society and Eye of Laughter?
Thank you. Now that we're all blissed out and relaxed,
Yes.
it's time to have a party.
It's time to have a party. Sky, will you please come take over the stage, beautiful lady?